Hello and welcome to WJTS-Inform. I'm your host, Bill Potter. You've heard a lot about the America's Best Communities, sometimes referred to as ABC. Jasper is a finalist. Let's find out about that contest. It's a national contest as Nancy Eckerle, the president or the director of the Jasper Chamber of Commerce, joins us. Nancy, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bill. I appreciate being here. You know, we have a team that's working toward the America's Best Communities project. We'll just kind of call it a project, and it is a contest. And the idea behind that contest, and it is being sponsored by Frontier, Dish, CoBank, and the Weather Channel, and I think they have a few other sponsors, but the whole idea behind it is for communities to do a lot of planning, for them to make themselves a better community than what they are, and to just work toward that effort. The whole end result is the community could get $3 million. Or second prize is $2 million and third prize is $1 million. And there's some other cash prizes along the way. But we've been narrowed down from about 350 communities that have applied. And this is over the United States, or at least in the territory that Frontier is in. Okay. So I'm not sure if it's all 50 states are involved in that. There were several applications from Indiana also, and several communities have made it also to the quarter finalists like we have. But the whole idea is to do planning. Now, you know, in Jasper, we've done a lot of planning already. So that's kind of part of where we are right now, is how to make sure that the planning we've done can kind of be tweaked and applied to this program. And also, we're a community of doers, of workers. And so we like to get things done. And so you can only plan for so long, and then you have to start doing things. But through this next phase, it definitely is a planning phase for the America's Best Communities contest.
How are they looking at the community? Looking at the community of Jasper, but are they looking at quality of life? Are they looking at employment rate? Well, which we're tops and all that. But what are they looking for?
Well, they're looking, a lot of this focuses around economic development. So economic development can be a very broad term, though. What does that mean? Does that mean bringing jobs to your community? In our case, we have a lot of jobs in our community. So we're looking at housing. You know, we need to bring people to our community to fill the jobs that we have open now and that we are planned to have open in the next 3 to 5 years. So that's one aspect of it. But part of what we're looking at is the quality of life also. So some of the areas that we're looking at is the Courthouse Square area. What can we do different to strengthen the character of our community, to make our community a little bit more appealing for people to want to come live here? And then the riverfront area. And you know, the city's developed the downtown riverfront master plan. So how can we take that master plan and also enhance that relationship with the river and with the downtown to make that whole area more appealing? And then the industrial history. You know, we are very much embedded into industry in our community. Industry is still very important, and those are really the jobs in our area that provide a real nice basis for families. So how can we repurpose possibly some of the older industrial properties that we have that might just be sitting here currently? And then the downtown connectivity, improving the streetscape of the downtown area. And again, all the way from, you know, north of the downtown to the Courthouse Square to the river area. So make it total encompassing. And then the arts. You know, Jasper is the only community in the state of Indiana that has an arts program supported by our tax dollars, it's a division of the city of Jasper. And so how can we integrate the arts into the public realm also? So those are the 5 areas that the ABC team has focused on in our initial application. What we're looking at doing now is maybe narrowing that a little bit as we go into the next phase of the application process.
So we've been moving along in this contest. We're now a finalist.
We're a quarter finalist, yes.
So, and that's significant. And I think I heard the mayor say the other day, you know, if we don't win the contest, we still are a winner in that we have become better because of the contest.
Exactly. What a great quote that is, I think, too. But because no matter what we do, we're still planning, we're still looking at things to the future. We're looking at these 5 areas right now that how can we make them better to make our community a better community for people to want to come live here, work here, retire here, you know, all kinds of reasons to come live here. And so even though the $3 million is kind of dangling out there, you know, like a carrot, it would be nice to have. We know that in the end our community will benefit just by going through this whole process.
Now, some people are wearing buttons. Obviously, this is much bigger than the button is, but there are buttons like this, and they say America's Best Communities, Jasper, Indiana, Pride, Purpose, Pure Spirit, hashtag ABC50.
Right.
These are going to be passed out at Strassenfest, right?
Right.
There's going to be some stickers at people, but
Right.
you want people to know why they're wearing it.
That's right. There will be, with that's been designed, there'll be a couple of banners with that design on it. There'll be some other poster-like things that'll be hung around the community and some of the store windows. And then we're going to have stickers that we want people in Jasper to wear those stickers and wear them with pride. But we want them to realize that the reason that Jasper is going through this whole process and even applied for the America's Best Communities is because we know we're a great community, but we know we can be better. And we need the public input into what would make our community a better community. So right now we have in the planning stages a public presentation, a public gathering, maybe like an ice cream social, where we're going to be asking young, old, all aspects of the community to come together, review some of these things that I just mentioned with those 5 areas, and maybe help us narrow a little bit closer on what we should be working for in the next application stage of the America's Best Communities. You know, we've received through either Frontier or through, they've kind of partnered us with another NBC, I think it is, anyway,
NBC,
another company. And so they've given us some money also. So we have about $50,000. Now they've asked us to match that with $15,000, and we're coming very close to getting our $15,000 put together. And maybe that number will grow higher in our $15,000, because that's kind of what happens in Jasper. Is you ask people to give a certain amount and they always give more. So we're looking at now on ways we can spend that money, but for planning purposes. That is the intention of that initial seed money, is to plan for the next stage and the next application process. And the next application is due sometime in early November.
There are things that folks can do who are social media savvy,
Yes.
through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and such, to share stories of the positivity of Jasper.
You know, that's so true. And I just recommended to our team this morning that we have a wonderful ambassador, a man named John. He works at CVS. Every time I'm there, he tells me stories of people that came in to CVS, because, you know, it's nationwide company, and people just tend to gravitate those stores when they're in towns, no matter what they're looking for. But he tells me stories all the time of people that come into Jasper. Maybe they're there for a ball game or as a tourist or whatever reason, and they share with him how they just marvel about our community. So, you know, we have a lot of ambassadors out there that are kind of hidden ambassadors for our community. But if you have some stories or your family's doing something, definitely go onto the Facebook page, go onto the Twitter and those type of things, and get those posted, telling the story of how Jasper is such a fine community and why you love living here.
And it could be something as simple as a great picture you took of the mill.
That's right.
Or of one of the churches, something like that. So that's really, we just want to spread the word about Jasper.
Yeah, and it doesn't really have to be a can where you've, you know, gone out and got a group of people together, but definitely we want that word spread. We want people to have, as it says on there, Bill, pride, purpose, and pure spirit. We're all about spirit here in our community, so we want that to be spread. We hope very much that we can move to the next stage, and I think it narrows it to 15 communities from the 50. So how great if we made it to the 15 and kind of kept advancing with this contest that's going on.
Now, this is not associated with the Strassenfest, but we do want to bring up that the Strassenfest is next week, starts on Thursday.
It does.
And I guess the Strassenfest would be an opportunity to find out more about this.
It could. We'll have that type of thing available at the information booth.
Or they can look for you, right?
They could, or other people on the team. But we'll have information at the information booth, some flyers telling more about America's Best Communities. We'll have the stickers there. We want to see everyone wearing these stickers and being able to tell other people, I'm wearing this sticker because I'm proud of Jasper, and I want Jasper to continue to be a great community, and we want to move forward with this contest. So we could use that $3 million. We don't know what we're going to use it for, but we'll be asking for public input on maybe ways to spend that $3 million if and when we win it. And Not if, but when we win it.
Well, you know, it's really starting to come to the forefront now, and now people are going to see ABC more, and they're going to wonder, what is that? Well, it's America's Best Communities, and now hopefully you'll know more and spread the word.
Well, and hopefully at the end of it, we can say we are America's best community.
Yes,
not
community.
part of the communities.
Yeah, right. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Nancy?
No, I just thank you for your time, and I think we'll probably have a few other people from the team come on the show within the next couple of weeks to share other things that are going on into the near future.
And you in the audience can become part of this contest. Call Nancy if you need to at the Jasper Chamber of Commerce, or look for somebody with the ABC team button that they're wearing, and find out more and see what you can do to make this successful program be more successful for Jasper.
Great. Thank
Nancy,
you, Bill.
thank you very much for being with us. Our guest has been Nancy Eckerle. She is the Executive Director for the Jasper Chamber of Commerce, a team member of America's Best Communities Committee for Jasper, and Jasper is a finalist in the ABC contest. Thank you for watching WJTS Inform. We're local people watching local people.